Welcome to the Toonami Squad Podcast Sessions, Episode 3, Random Shits, Giggles, and Life Stories.
How's it going, Internet? I'm A.K.A, the host of Toonami Squad Sessions Podcast. How's it all going? Here's everybody else.
I'm JMB, at JMB_70056 on Twitter. I am the founder of Toonami Squad.
I'm Mr. Shadow on Twitter.
I'm Sam. I'm one of the writers for Toonami Squad.
I am Phantom at PhantomStar64, and I do stuff.
So let's get right into it.
Let's go right into it.
Not as funny as Johnny Ray saying that he's an editor, but oh well.
Zing!
Baboosh!
Yeah.
Bazinga!
Okay, so, Dimension W reactions. Who wants to go first?
Well, how about the people who are watching it live as it airs? Go first.
I guess I'll jump in, because I'm sure. Well, last time I mentioned I was really excited based on the trailer and everything. It looked like a really interesting show.
Mm-hmm.
And we're 3 episodes in, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
From what I've seen so far, I think it's either tied or my second most favorite show on the block right now. It's tied between Parasite. Dimension W and Parasite I look forward to every week now. I freaking love this show.
What parts do you like? Like, what are the standout things that attracted you and, you know?
The animation and the acting.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm just a fanboy for the female actress that plays Hachin. Because
Yes.
that was another reason why I loved Michiko and Hachin so much. Hachin is just so freaking adorable. And finding out that she voices what's the green
Mira.
hairs?
Mira.
Yeah. The fact that she's voice acting Mira in Dimension W, I think helps that. Her voice is just so
Absolutely.
pleasing to sound as a character, and I just love that voice. And also Zoro's in it too. The guy does the English dub for Zoro, which also helped. And just overall with the story, I find the story interesting right now. I'm interested wherever it's going. I mentioned to Boss in episode 2, I believe, where that weird thing happened with the coils and Dimension W and whatever, and it like transformed into that weird cocoon thing or whatever. I have a feeling that has a play regarding to our main character, who's voiced by Zoro, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. But
Yes, to a Mr. Christopher Sappett.
yeah.
That episode you're talking about, they kind of went over the thing where the first episode they went into like the gloriousness of free energy and all the benefits.
Right.
And then you see that, you know, it's not, you know, one-sided. There comes with big downsides.
Yeah,
The
there's
secrecy
drawbacks. Yep.
So.
Yeah, I think everything is really, really solid. Like Sam mentioned in what he's seen so far, I'm with you. It's really, really solid, and I'm really enjoying it right now.
That was like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many weeks ago I said that, but I'll get to that when everybody else is done.
Right. But that intro, I wish Toonami could show it more.
The opening is great.
Yeah.
And we still have characters to meet, too,
Mm-hmm.
that you see in the opening, so.
So I'm excited moving forward. Can't wait.
So, am I next?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So just like Eric said, the story. I pretty much like the story and the concept of the world of Dimension W, and Mira's cutefulness. I can't even come up with words to describe how cute she is.
You're getting choked up.
Yeah.
That Phantom.
I mean, she's right next to Tsubaki, pretty much.
She's so freaking adorable.
What Funimation did to pair the voice actors up to the actual sub voice. I mean, Sam, you watched the sub, and the sub voice is cute and adorable too. And I think that the dub one outshines the sub by far. Way better pairings and just better execution in general. That's just how I feel. Well, boss, what did you think about it?
Yeah, boss, jump in. What do you think of Dimension W so far?
So far, I like it. My third favorite series on the block right now. The animation, the story. Pretty cool that the main character is Chris Savage, just like my favorite character Zoro in One Piece, as you all know. Definitely love the intro. Wish they could show it more.
Is there anything that like stood out to you, like that kind of got you hooked? Was it just the fact that when your favorite, voice actor was there, so it kind of drawed you in, and you kind of stay in? And
Yeah, mainly that fact, yeah.
a justifiable fact. So I think me and Sam have already seen it far along. So Sam has a more professional eye. So I would like to hear what his thing is thus far. It's showed on Toonami at least, not the sub version.
By episode 7, everything starts going down, like spiral. It doesn't even spiral. It just goes straight down.
It's a nosedive.
Yeah, there's a nosedive in quality. I can really tell that in the beginning there was a lot of promise and they wanted to deliver, but it seemed like the episode count just wasn't there. And even still, like, the direction it takes is so downhill, just so straightforward.
Really?
I don't want to spoil anything because you guys will get to that point. But the last episode I watched, I believe, was episode 10. It was stupid. Like, everything that they explained in it was stupid and idiotic, and how everything came about into that certain plot line. It was just stupid, idiotic. It didn't make any sense, and the reasoning that they give is bullshit.
Oh man!
Well, I mean, I
You heard it here first, folks.
I can testify to almost the exact same thing. Those 9 and 10, I mean, it looks like someone got hyped up on caffeine and the deadline was approaching and they just started writing.
Yeah.
And they took all the finesse, all the elegancy out of it. And there's like, we gotta, kind of get down to brass tacks. It's gotta end. And
well, my thing is like they do two episodes that are flashback episodes back to back, which in some ways helps, but the flashbacks themselves just feel so glanced over. Like, they don't feel like they're fleshed out at all.
Oh, and no, not just the fact that they're not fleshed out at all. They serve as a pivotal point and a pillar that basically gives form to everything else.
Yeah.
It's so important, and let alone, I mean, the flashback episodes, they're kind of flashback episodes. I really wouldn't call it that because it's kind of like parsed.
Yeah, because it's like the first half of it is a flashback, and then the next half is just like, oh, we're in current time.
Yeah. Oh, and it's kind of like it just seems like that they're trying to. It's kind of like a branch off. So imagine a tree trunk branching off into 2 directions for a few episodes, colliding 1 episode later, branching off again, and then coming back, and you're like, well, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, I retweeted the Anime News Network's review on episode 10, and I totally agree with them about a certain plot thread that I won't spoil here that may happen in episode 11, which is the stupidest thing ever if it is true.
Oh,
Spoiler.
Hold up. Are you talking about the thing, the first flashback or the second one? I mean, I'll go.
I'm talking more like Mira's connection with Mama.
Oh no, but that dude, they already confirmed that though. If you watch the sub, they clearly confirmed the reasoning behind all of that, which I find it really disturbing that they chose.
I find that stupid more than anything else, to be completely honest.
Well, the thing that they did to the main character seems just unnecessary. With their
That doesn't make any sense.
character.
Like, I'm not going to go into spoiler details because there are going to be people.
Try to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoiler. It is a huge spoiler.
It is a very huge spoiler, and it deals with Mamabuchi's past. So I'm not going to spoil anything here.
And everything else.
I'm being as vague as possible.
Yeah.
I want to say more, but that deals with a lot of spoilers, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Hold out until then.
Well, it just seems like that the potential was there, but it's kind of like a sports guy where he's the best player ever, and then he gets injured and you never see him again.
I feel like the first 3 episodes set up everything very nicely, but then future episodes don't follow up on that.
No, they missed. It's a definite missed opportunity.
Yeah.
And
Man.
And there's one part where they discuss about souls with soul and technology. Like, that doesn't mix together very well. Like, that's about as vague as something.
Dude, cut it off right there. Because I know what
Okay.
episode that is. You gotta cut it off right there. But
Yeah.
Okay.
it becomes very convoluted. It
Yeah,
seems
Oh,
like there's
man.
3 or 4 plots going on. It's 3 or 4 plots going on, and they say one thing, and then it turns out to be a completely other thing further on.
Yeah.
And it's like 3 or 4 writers are writing this, and none of them have ever met, and they live in different countries.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just,
man.
I know the show is going to do fine, but even still, like, I worry that this is just going to be another Dead Man Wonderland situation where it's going to end terribly. No one's going to be satisfied with the ending, and there's not going to be another season to tie everything up.
Well, basically, it's gonna. The thing is, I fear the Dead Man Wonderland syndrome because it kind of is a syndrome where they animate the crappiest part of a series, they cut it off right when it starts getting good, and then everyone has such a bad taste in their mouth that they will never follow up and read the manga. Like, I did that to Dead Man Wonderland, and I can testify that after the anime ended, it's literally like, it turned into a diamond.
I mean, it's the same thing with Gangster. I heard Gangsta's ending ended terribly in terms of the anime, because it felt rushed and the animation was terrible. I mean, that was also due to Manglobe going under as well, so that had a lot to do with it. But even still, like, I heard terrible things about the ending to that series. But even still, like, if there was more episodes to Dimension W, I feel like this could be a very interesting and great show. But for what it is right now, it's just going really south.
Oh, and if it had a little bit more episodes, it would have been so much better. Literally,
if this had like maybe 15, 16 episodes, this would justify everything so far, or to an extent, I should say.
It would be a quick fix, though. I mean, literally the fact that it would be a dramatically quick fix that literally all of us as viewers, would greatly appreciate.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate. The returns on their investment would have been enormous.
Yeah.
What I'm reading the manga right now, and I'm kind of fearing the Dead Man Wonderland syndrome, but
I pretty much know it's going to be Dead Man Wonderland syndrome.
I didn't want to get so confirmed, but yeah, it's going.
I feel like it's just going to be like that, and I'm just going to be not surprised when it happens.
Oh, I want to read the manga to actually find out if it actually does, if it could have been solved with 2 more episodes, because I think it could. I really think I do.
Don't know. Maybe, because I haven't read the manga, so I don't know.
The first one has only come out, and I think they're on like 3 or 4 in Germany. Sadly, I don't know anyone who speaks German.
Yeah.
No.
I believe the manga is on hiatus, at least at this point. It's still going on.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say my heart's broken, and
That's my job, man.
I mean, keep watching. Maybe you'll have a different opinion, but
yeah, no, I'm gonna keep watching it. I think the show.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be just one of those shows where it could have had so much potential, but still, as long as it's entertaining at the end of the day, as long as you the viewer gets some enjoyment out of it, even if it takes
like
a
there
spiral.
is enjoyment out of Dimension W. I love the animation. I think it's good, but if all I'm watching it for is action scenes, I think it fails as a series.
Right. It seems like it has potentially to be a much deeper storyline, and yet they didn't follow up on that. They kind of made it basic. Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Based on what your guys' assessment is of the show from what you've seen so far. Is that pretty much what you're getting at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one thing you should
Yes, again.
You should just stay for Dimension W for one simple reason, and that's Mira. Because
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
It is the logical choice.
Mira could have been fleshed out a little bit more, but
No, I'm
she's
not
okay in my
I'm not
book.
talking about the character. I'm talking about the voice actor.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I'm talking about the character, she could have been fleshed out way more than what she already is.
I mean, it's not like it's a bad show, but Mira's voice actor is a really good reason to stay, because she's awesome. Same with Kiyomo.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been. That's the logic that I've been going with.
I think the dub's great. I think Funimation put in a lot of effort. Well, I think they would because they paid for this. But
yeah, ahead of time too. So.
But even still, like this show's probably not going to be one of my favorites this year.
No, it's going to be a 6 or 7 overall, probably.
I think it would, for me, if I would do ratings, I'd give it like maybe a 5 or maybe a 4.5.
Oh, that's brutal. Brutal.
Well, we got halfway there.
You're a hard critic, my friend. You are a hard critic. I'm more of a blasé.
Not a nostalgic critic.
No, I satisfy. What do you call it? I'm satisfied basically with this. So.
I really wanted this to live up to the potential, but it doesn't. It doesn't.
Well, dude, but the thing is, even though it didn't live up to its potential, doesn't mean. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, instead of getting, Pele or a really good soccer player, you get an average soccer player. I mean, that doesn't mean that it's like, it doesn't make him that much worse than an average soccer player. It just, it could have been better. It wasn't planned out right. Shit happens,
Yeah.
At least it's solid, like you guys said.
Yeah. Oh, it's solid, but depending. I think if the ending goes a certain way, I will never watch that show again.
How many episodes are in it?
12.
There's 12 episodes?
That's the tragedy behind it. Imagine Parasite with 12 episodes.
Yeah.
You can't do Parasite with 12 episodes unless it's like Hellsing Ultimate length.
Yeah, an hour 45 minutes. Which I could get used to that.
That would be fun to
That
have
would be
Parasite
nice.
as an OVA series.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
The Hellsing OVA was so much better than the actual Hellsing. I'll say it right now.
Yeah.
So with that,
Like
why
art.
don't we move on?
So, the
So,
next
next
one,
topic.
yeah, Jack. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know much about this, so it's all on you guys.
So this June, Samurai Jack is being previewed. The new series or new reboot or continuation or whatever is being previewed at the ANC Animation Festival in France.
I don't think
Those
to that.
lucky guy.
Yeah,
Things.
it's really something because I really want to go see that. And
I do too.
You'll find it pirated probably on YouTube pretty soon.
maybe, or maybe
Probably,
Yeah,
but
probably like
first
what
con
they did
Toonami,
with
if Toonami
trailers.
crew ever goes to, we'll probably preview that as well.
Well,
Yeah.
Maybe this
whatever
is why
con
they
they
might
go
go to
to.
MomoCon.
They might go to Comic-Con first and preview that.
Oh my god, that'd be so awesome.
Does this have any connection to the Toonami France? And
That's
the
what I'm wondering.
Toonami
I don't
France?
think so. This is just an animation festival that is held, I believe, every year. So they just get various artists and animators to come to this event. And considering that Samurai Jack is this new thing that's coming out again, they're showing a preview of it.
Wait, isn't it more of an art kind of
I
anime?
just got one question though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What's up?
Is Gandhi gonna bring the root removal episode?
You can watch that online anywhere.
So I think that's a no.
Yeah.
Because I missed it when they played it on Adult Swim.
They didn't play it on Adult Swim. It was on Adult Swim's YouTube page.
Oh, I thought they aired it on.
It was on
for some
Adult
reason.
Swim's YouTube page. They then removed it, and then somebody put it up on Dailymotion. So you
Because
can
it
watch
was
anywhere.
rude.
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think they had the rights to actually take that from Cartoon Network. Actually,
Well, they
Right.
never do, dude. They just post whatever they want, kind of thing. There's no really,
either
Hashtag
that
you're
or it was
welcome.
just a small window type of thing. Like, oh, we're showing this online, so here, watch it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't that bad actually.
It was okay. I don't get.
It was an
I
episode.
mean, this could have aired easily on like Adult Swim as like a little April Fool's gag, but
Kinda like
for
a pilot.
Yeah.
whatever.
Like a
What are-
pilot thing.
I just wonder if they'll do like the special Ed Lost episode of Ed and Eddie.
That was never made.
Oh, never
Yes,
mind.
that was never made, man.
It does not
never made.
exist.
Well, it
Because it was
exists
too real.
in storyboard format, but it doesn't exist
Yeah.
in a full animatic
right.
format.
Right.
Just like the
Yeah.
size of their gumballs, it does not exist.
Right.
Because it was
Yep.
too real.
I'm surprised it's in France, because it seems like the Samurai Jack, what I hear from you guys is, it's not really solely an anime, it's more of an artistic expression done in animation, and it happens to be a show kind of thing.
Yes, and
Yeah.
no, I mean, once again, this is an animation film festival where they show a bunch of animated works, so...
But Samurai Jack is, I mean, it seems to be, from what you guys said, very, very artistic based rather than kind of the norm, you know.
Yeah, it's
anime.
more like an animated Japanese movie, a classic Japanese movie rather than an anime per se.
I
It's
think
yeah.
the best way to describe it is like every week you get a new movie with Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
But wasn't
Yeah.
it like revolutionary for?
Oh yeah, for its time, it was pretty damn impressive.
Yeah,
Like, it's
and-
one of the few cartoons that doesn't really have a lot of dialogue to it.
Yeah, they tell a story through a lot of action, a lot of facial expressions and stuff. It's a very visual animated cartoon, which is what separated it from a lot of the other animated cartoons, because the others kind of relied heavily on dialogue.
Yep.
And like over the top stuff. Samurai Jack was really down to earth, really grounded, but it had that that cinematic type of approach to it, where it was like more of a visual media. It told its story through visuals mostly.
Yeah.
And the visuals are really impressive, to say the least.
Which
like I said, like a classic Japanese movie in animated form.
As a guy going into animation, it's probably a storyboard artist's dream, because all you're doing is drawing, and the drawings count as like the script.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a tremendous amount of work.
It is a lot of work, but you succeed.
The thing is, dude, I remember watching as a kid, and I never could pick up the story, and it seemed convoluted and crazy to me. I mean, granted, I was a young kid, and I was like, well, why aren't they talking? But
yeah, it could have been jarring for some kids. For me, that was one of the appeals, the fact that there wasn't really any much dialogue. I was just like really interested. How's Jack going to react to this situation?
I like the video game, the one that they had on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Jack.
Yep. Same here.
I love that one. That was one of my favorites. Even though I didn't understand the TV show that well, I love that video game on CartoonNetwork.com.
You should give it another watch. You might be able to pick it up better now.
Or when
Hopefully
the
Toonami re-airs it soon.
Or that too, yeah.
or on the Toonami stream.
Yeah, they've been doing that, but I don't know when they may do that again.
I actually sat down and watched it on the Toonami stream all day.
You see, the fact that it has such a wide appeal for like all of you, they got to be doing something right.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I definitely think I'm going to probably give it another roll and see if I can grasp the meanings behind things. Because I understand that there was no dialogue, and it was done through facial expressions and kind of more of a human facial body language, but I didn't get it either.
I will say this isn't a show for everyone. I will say that some people don't like Samurai Jack, but that's fine. It's their opinion.
Right.
Well, what does the story look like? Because I get into animes first.
The story is basically Jack gets flung into the future by Aku, and then he has to get back. That's about as basic.
But I don't really. He never really. Aku only sometimes appears, and it doesn't seem like he's gonna get any closer to fighting Aku.
Yeah, that's one of the things is for me, the uncertainty is kind of what kept me going when I was a kid too, because I cared about Jack as a character and everything. And yeah, it was kind of annoying that it didn't really progress that storyline along. Each episode had like its own its own story going on.
It stood alone.
Well, maybe moving at a snail's pace of moving that plot line of him getting back to the getting back to the past plotline moving forward. I think the uncertainty kind of played with the show's advantage for me. That was one of the things I liked about it, because of that uncertainty. Is Jack ever gonna get back in the past? But yeah, like I said, basically each episode is kind of like standalone, where it's moving the Jack's gotta get back in the past plot line in a snail's pace.
I have to say this because this is pretty. I think the point of Samurai Jack is to just be different. I don't think it really wants to be telling a deep storyline. It's just there
Wants to be different.
just to
like
have
you said.
continuity in it, and that's it. Because everything else is just set up like a regular cartoon.
Yeah.
Each episode is defined by itself, and then it keeps on going and does it. Sometimes Aku reappears, sometimes he doesn't.
Right. It's just Jack venturing this futuristic world, and I think one of the things for me, again, one of the interesting things about it was, you know, the fish out of water type of character, where I looked at like this guy from the past who's known this like way of lifestyle and everything, and he's just venturing the world, and you the viewer is kind of placed in the same situation where you kind of got thrown into the future, and you're kind of experiencing this new future now, you know, through Jack, and that's one of the things that I liked about it too.
I also think that it's kind of like a kid's view on the future, because I always thought Futurama is the exact version of what an adult thinks the future is like, and then Samurai Jack is very much the opposite of that. It's what a kid thinks the future is like, full of robots, full of these flying cars, full of this imagination and wondrous world, but also kind of twisted in its own way.
The city in Futurama actually kind of reminds me of the futuristic city in Samurai Jack.
Yeah,
I just thought of, what if they're connected? What if the Futurama city is where Jack landed?
Really.
Well, see, the thing is that I can see now, like what you guys are saying is, I think I went into the show thinking, okay, I'm gonna get a clear, defined story. It's gonna do, because I love Futurama, but I think I went in with the wrong mindset, because what kind of got me was I keep on watching this, but I don't see the return on investment. Like, I don't see progression. I just see that it reminded me a little bit of the Yu Yu Hakusho, where each thing kind of didn't really progress any kind of main goal or anything. It seemed like they're just doing it for the sake of doing it, and it seemed like there was no progression. You don't know if he's moving backwards or forwards or left or right. You know, that's what kind of threw me off, and I kind of was like, well, why the hell am I watching this if it's never gonna actually show? Like,
yeah, there are times where it does drag. I will attest to that too. But there's some episodes that are just so freaking good that they stick with you. Like I didn't watch this particular episode until recently, and it just stuck with me. There's this okay, I'm gonna spoil an episode. I forgot which episode. Spoilers, people. If you haven't seen Samurai Jack,
tune out,
the original series. Cover your ears and all. But yeah, there was this one episode that I saw semi-recently that I never saw before. And it's the episode where something happens to Jack where Aku's kind of like taking over, kind of like festering on Samurai Jack. And he goes to this like old monk and they heal him with like this water and everything. But everything leading up to that part, he does get cleaned off basically. But basically, Aku was basically corrupting him, corrupting his being, and Jack was actually becoming Aku in a way. But the thing is, there wasn't much dialogue really in it. The only really dialogue is just the monk telling him to, you know, be pure of heart and all that stuff. But the visual stuff just really stuck with me. Just seeing Aku just spread throughout Jack's, you know, body and everything. It was just the way it was done. It just stuck with you. For me, I still remember it. I can't get it out of my head.
I remember one episode very, very clearly. It's the one where like he's with like the forest people, and they have to fight off like these people, and they have all those traps. It reminded me of the Star Wars thing.
Yep.
People in Star Wars. I still remember that episode. It was one of my favorite episodes because he like showed them how to do it, and like they had like catapults and like
yep.
I love that episode. I still remember it to this day. So
that one and the one with John what's his name?
DiMaggio.
Yeah, him.
Oh, Bender's voice.
Yeah, he's the Scotsman.
Which again is why I think you know.
Yeah, the Scotsman's my favorite
John
character.
Diageo.
I think I remember
John DiMaggio.
Diageo.
DiMaggio.
DiMaggio. There we go. DiMaggio.
DiMaggio.
He's
But
in
yeah,
it.
like that's the thing. For every kind of dragging and boring episode, you get episodes like that, and I feel like those are the episodes that just really cement how good Samurai Jack is.
Yeah.
And I think those episodes are worth it.
So they have.
It's worth the grind to experience, I think.
Yeah.
So there's
It's kind of like
filler
the same
episodes.
thing with like other action cartoons. There are some bad episodes and there's some really great episodes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the moral of the story, to wrap it up, is if you didn't like Jack before,
Give it another shot.
Give it a shot. I would say watch the premiere movie, which is the first 3 episodes, and then continue onward from there.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna do that and probably check in with you guys later, because I had those problems, and I think it was my ignorance as a child.
Mhm.
If I was wanting to play something, I was like, well, why isn't this moving? Wah wah wah. So
Yeah. In fact, I'll even be honest with you. I haven't watched Samurai Jack. Even when it was on Toonami, it was just too late for me to watch. I was just too tired
Yeah.
and stuff. And I haven't
I mean, I
tried,
remember-
but I want to rewatch Samurai Jack and try to grind it all the way through again.
I rewatched the entire series like 2 years ago, and that was for a class.
Oh wow.
that's an awesome class.
That's a great excuse to watch Samurai Jack, Sam.
But yeah, it was just like, the article I posted on Samurai Jack is art. That's basically a repost of something that I made for class, which
Okay.
was that. I had to rewatch the entire thing and write that paper within, I believe, 4 weeks.
Nice. Okay.
So art really, your life really did imitate art, kind of thing, where
Yeah.
you really
I
had.
remember watching Samurai Jack when it first premiered. It was right next to Time Squad.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a weird day.
I love Time Squad.
I honestly thought it was on Cartoon Network for a while. I remember Cartoon Network doing commercials for it. I didn't think.
yeah,
Yes.
it was.
Yeah, I remember Cartoon Network would always play like the first. It was always the John DiMaggio, the John DiMaggio episode. They played that one all the time, or the first episode. I remember those two being played a lot.
It's weird that I remember it most on Toonami rather than I remember it on regular Cartoon Network.
Yeah, see, that's the opposite. I remember watching it, the whole thing where they had like a big commercial promo about Jack and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yep.
That's when I watched it. So yeah, I think, I'm gonna definitely give it a shot. So hopefully
Alright.
more news too.
And hopefully, people should probably get the DVD where they can find it.
Oh, they
Oh,
can
yeah.
easily find the DVDs of the seasons. They're on Amazon for a
Yeah,
cheap
there you
price.
go.
Oh yeah, I love Amazon. I think
Is
everyone.
it the same for digital?
Yeah, you can buy them all on iTunes and Amazon Video.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Video.
I think I'll buy me some Jack when I get money.
Yeah.
Support the Jack.
Yeah, it's
Support the Jack.
Yeah.
It's worth Jack, yeah. But quite frankly,
Hashtag
nobody
support
doesn't know
Jack.
Jack.
Hashtag support Samurai Jack. But yeah, if I have time, I gotta bang that show out. That show's
Hashtag Sam Jack.
yeah. I gotta watch that show. I gotta find time to do that. That show's a long time coming for me to watch.
Was
and
it like
finally
3 seasons?
There's 4.
Oh, it's 4, so they're pretty much adding a 5th season then.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And we don't know if there's going to be one after that or it's just going to end.
Yeah, we just gotta wait and see.
They could just do one film. It would make it easier.
Depends on how well the
Gandhi
views.
wanted to do a film for years.
Yeah,
He
he
pitched to
did.
Sony multiple times, but they turned it down.
Because Sony wants to produce crap.
Come on, we all know Surf's Up 2 is going to be the movie of the year.
Oh god. Wait, they're
And
making.
if it's Sausage Party, no, not Sausage Party.
No. They're making Surf's Up too.
Yes, with John Cena and other wrestlers in it.
Oh dear God, I'm out.
Why are wrestling? Why are wrestlers surfing?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Did that not?
I thought it was a joke.
I'll give you this much.
It's
If
just
they
like,
play
goddamn
his
it,
theme
internet.
song,
I'm
if they
just
play
saying.
his theme song while he's surfing, then yes.
No.
No,
Yeah.
not even. Not
That makes
even.
no sense. Do you know how awkward a wrestler would look on a little surfboard? It would make no sense.
John Cena's arm is practically a surfboard. Okay.
It would mortify me. Little kids would not want to go to the movie theater ever again. They wouldn't know what they're watching. You put girls surfing on those shows. Like, what is the other one? There's like Water Blue or something, or Blue Ocean.
No.
Or the Divas.
No, guys. You obviously the Ultimate Showdown must be John Cena versus Sega Sanshiro versus Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris would win, by the way.
He's got 3
Why even bother at that point? You know Chuck Norris would win.
Quite frankly, you've not watched Deathmatch.
Well, apparently Chuck Norris wins at everything anyway.
Yeah.
No, on Deathmatch, it was a tie.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Like,
the whole bullshit answer of a tie. It's Chuck
Apparently,
Norris
they
who
create a
wins.
black hole and they disappear into another dimension. So they are
And
probably
that's
still fighting.
That summarizes exactly what happened to that show. Okay.
All right.
Let's
Sorry
move
for the
on.
tangent.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Let's
next
move on.
Do a Naruto announcement, which, if you're a Naruto fan, you definitely
Yay.
be happy. So it's not ending with just the manga, and the movie is going to actually be followed up by a new anime series. No, not anime series, manga series. That's going to be released, I think, what is it, May 6th or something? No, May 9th. They're actually having it, and it's going to be overseen by the creator. And yeah, it's going to be really, hopefully it's going to be really awesome. So it's going to follow around the kids, and if you're a Naruto fan, definitely check it out. So, because the movie was very good.
We're bringing up the article now. All good?
It just looks like solid yellow.
Yeah.
I have it on mine if you want to do that.
There we go.
You got it.
Boruto.
But yeah, so that is it right there. And they did have the Naruto, I think it was the 7th Hokage in the Scarlet Spring, which was kind of gives a follow-up after the Great Ninja War. Naruto's the new Hokage. He's got a kid, and Sasuke and Sakura has a kid. Now, I am doing a little spoilers. If you don't know this now, it's your fault, not mine. So, if you're a fan, you probably already know about this. And
Naruto and Boruto, spoiler alert, ahead.
So, definitely check out the movie. It should be coming out pretty soon on DVD and Blu-ray. It's by far one of the best movies ever that they've had as a Naruto movie. There's a lot of substance. It has a lot of current themes of old versus new world, and they have a new enemy. And it's just an all-around great movie. So hopefully this manga series will actually be somewhat substantive, because it is a spin-off, and it will debut in a Weekly Shogun Jump.
I just hate the name Boruto. It's so dumb.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Boruto.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't sound good in general.
Well, I mean, I've not watched it, so I can't give it that much judgment.
You gotta have the Uruto.
Yeah, you need to have that ending. Well, Hinata is still a badass. In the movie, she was a straight badass. I don't know if you.
Oh really?
you
I'm not surprised. She's just She
yeah.
may be timid, but she is a badass.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, she didn't really play that much of a role, but she's still feared by the kids. So, but Naruto kind of played the savior, same with Sasuke. The normal thing, when the girl gets married or the girl meets a guy, just thrown into the background as a support kid.
And I definitely shipped Naruto and Hinata all the way.
Yeah, the way that the relationships ended, I really.
For you Sakura and Naruto ship fans, the ship sunk.
Naruto and Sakura, let's be clear, they would be a terrible, terrible couple.
And yes, I know, shots fired, but I don't want to...
Oh no, it's fact now, Phantom. It's fact that it's not going to work. So, you know.
Right. I mean, I just don't want to get in trouble when this gets out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but if they're mad about that, they need to take it up with Kishimoto, not you. So yeah. But anyways, that is
Boruto
Boruto news.
coming May 9th.
Boruto.
Yeah. So if you have Shogun Weekly, Shogun Jump magazine kind of thing on the app on your phone, definitely check it out. Hopefully they'll make more and they'll actually make it into a manga volume that you can actually buy, like the Seventh Hokage and the Scarlet Spring. And if it does good, it might get an anime series. Which, sorry for Kishimoto, he doesn't have any real time to get away from his actual demon child now of Naruto. It's basically consumed his entire life. So, but yeah, as an overview, just kind of check it out if you like it. If not, then it probably doesn't affect you.
Yeah, I'll just wait till it's English dubbed.
Oh no, it's not gonna be an anime probably. I highly doubt.
No, I meant the Boruto movie.
Oh yeah. I don't know if they're gonna do that actually. I think that's what they're probably waiting on. Because the movie was subbed, and the sub was actually, the only problem is Naruto's voice is way too squeaky and loud. Oh god, it's terrible. You know what anime, the anime where
Sorry
the
about
voice...
that, by the way. My phone going off momentarily.
Okay, so I think we should move on. So
Yeah.
Indeed.
The next one is going to be real fast too. If you're a Fairy Tail fan, which if you are, love it or hate it, but Fairy Tail Zero just ended. It was a prequel to the main story with Mavis and basically creating Fairy Tail. I think it ended last week. It was a great ending, very sad. And the new arc that the manga is on at the moment, Avatar, is going to be covered. And this is probably going to be, the best arc because it's kind of the clash of the two titans in the Fairy Tail series. And supposedly the strongest enemies thus far are gonna basically appear. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. So and it does follow the manga exactly. So if you've read the manga,
I really hope Funimation simuldubs that because I've been watching the simuldub to Fairy Tail Zero and it's really good.
yes. Mm-hmm.
So I really hope this means that they'll continue doing that. If not, I'm going to be really, really sad.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, if they don't do this, but they do Fairy Tail Zero, there's something wrong with them because the next coming arc, the Avatar arc, is absolutely tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Like the only thing I can put it up against.
Hey, Avatar?
Yeah, it's called the Avatar arc.
So Aang will be there?
Sadly, no. These people who they're gonna fight in the Avatar arc could destroy that man. Okay. Absolutely.
Considering there's an arc after that, I think we know the obvious answer.
Well, no, there's not an arc after it. I'm pretty sure. Is there?
I believe Machima's on the next arc already.
Well, right now, I believe what's coming out on. It came out in America. I think it's like 53 or 54. Because this last month there's a volume coming out. This month there's a volume coming out, and I think this volume, this arc is going to be pretty damn long. Maybe the size of at least the Tartarus arc or the Grand Magic Games arc, because it literally what's happening in this arc kind of shapes the entire world, and it goes back into very, very critical parts that are kind of glossed over in the actual story before. So yeah, this is kind of a big deal. I mean, right now, at least according to Wikipedia, it's on the volume 53. So
oh, sorry.
Oh no, I think just volume 53 is going to come out this month. So we're not that far behind, thank God.
What would you say on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you rate Fairy Tail Zero?
Well, for different people, you're probably gonna get different things out of it. If you're a Fairy Tail fan and you're in love with Mavis as much as me, because she is absolutely awesome, freaking adorable yet incredibly powerful, and you're interested in Fairy Tail, maybe a 7. If you get really into it, you might get it. But yeah, it definitely satisfies you for a filler.
I think 7 is decent enough as a rating. I haven't finished watching it because I'm waiting for dub episodes to come out because I prefer the dub over sub. thing for Fairy Tail at least. 7 or maybe 6.5 at least for me.
Well, the ending though, the ending kind of, the thing is the ending. I think they did the ending pretty well, which it was definitely a heart wrencher. It really was a heart wrencher, and not just that. If you're a Fairy Tail fan, even if you've only watched a few episodes, and you've watched the Phantom Lord arc, they go back and they actually explain some of the things where you can see subtext, kind of where he did this. Why the hell was that a tradition for Fairy Tail? And then it goes back and explains parts of Fairy Tail that you see, which you're like, well, they never told me why. They go back and they actually explain it. Like, I mean, it basically, it goes back and explains why things are a certain way, and it gives you kind of an actual, explanation that's believable. It's not just it's not like this is this and take it as it is. It actually is believable and somewhat touching. I mean, I was touched by it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
that's the one.
To finish watching it. So that's all. I believe Funimation is about a few episodes behind.
What episode are they on?
I don't even know. I believe the last one was like 200 and something that they dubbed.
Oh, I think they almost finished the Tartarus arc.
They're currently on the Tartarus arc.
Okay, yeah. So they're probably
In terms of the simul-dub for Fairy Tail Zero, I believe they did 5 episodes dubbed.
Oh yeah, they're still pretty far off then too. I mean, you have to remember, if you have the the Funimation app. I kind of wanted to add this in when we're talking about Funimation shows. If you've bought the app on your phone, you've probably already gotten a message that they're moving to a brand new app.
Yeah.
So,
yep. I got that when I updated it. So.
Yeah. So there's 60 days until the move to a brand new app. If you've bought the actual one that actually costs money,
I don't know why you would.
There's a thing where you need to go in. Oh, I did it because I thought that was the only one. So sue me. But you have to go and actually access a code, and they'll be sending you an email for, I think, like a gift or something.
Oh yeah, you have to watch a video on there. They draw it. It's like a raffle. It's random.
Oh no, it says right here. It says the current Funimation app will be available until May 2016. We know that switching apps can be totally a pain for my app. Probably think you wait. What about the money already spent? Well, if you paid for the app, we'll make sure you're taken care of. Click the button below and enter your email to receive an exclusive gift. It's just our way of saying thanks for being dedicated Funimation fan. The new mobile app are available to download now and be able to see you there, blah, 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 blah. So, as a reminder, you got 60 days, I think. So, you basically just log into your thing, you enter your email. To be honest with you, I haven't gotten my email, and I did it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So... But just a friendly reminder, hopefully the app is really, really good. I mean, have you checked it out, Sam? Because every time they say like try it out, and I can't get to it. So.
I didn't buy the Funimation app. I had the free one.
No, but on the thing when you log in, it says want to see the new app, and you hit check it out.
Yeah, because it's on the App Store. It just directs me to the app, and then I download it off my phone, off the App Store.
Oh, is it a lot better? Because I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I did a small review on the Funimation app. It's actually 10 times better than what the original Funimation app was. Just with minor hiccups here and there.
Is the loading better? Because sometimes if you have a show open and if you close it, it never plays the show and then you have to log out and log in. Or
yes, it does work a bit better, but here's the thing: is you pause the show and exit it out just to watch another one and then come back to that. You have to exit it out again and then replay it. It'll go back to your last played spot, but that's still annoying.
What about the logging in and logging out though? Because I have to log in and log out.
You don't have to log in and log out just to watch a show again.
Okay. And what about the loading for episodes? Like for instance, like for
buffering, at least from where I stand, 4G works well. It buffers fast enough. And for Wi-Fi, depending on where you are, it works just as well.
What about the loading for like episodes, like for Fairy Tail and stuff, where you're scrolling down hundreds? Like for instance, what is it, One Piece, where you have to scroll down a lot of episodes to get the one you
I believe all of the episodes are shown on there. I believe it takes a second to load them all, but they're all. You can scroll through all the episode list on there already.
Okay, so it's basically just a little bit of an update, which, we can't really argue about. If it's free,
I mean, it's a free app, but you have to sign up. There is no option to watch anime on there for free unless you subscribe to them.
Oh, wait, you can't watch it for free anymore? They don't have it? You have to go on their website now, then? Because before you could watch it.
Basically, the app is saying you have to sign up for a 30-day free trial, and then you can watch anime on there.
But after the trial, you're going to get charged kind of thing. So you had to put a credit card number in then?
Well, I already have an account with them, so I don't know what the process of that is.
Okay, so just beware.
Bully for you.
Yeah, well, before it works, if people don't know about the Funimation app, you just download it, and the difference between logging into your account and not logging into any account and watching it is certain shows are hidden, of course, kind of like Crunchyroll, where the first show's hidden, and sometimes the dubs are simply not available and only the subs.
Yeah, I will say not every. I believe every Funimation show except for recently, Yu Yu Hakusho has been put up on their website, but it's not on the Funimation app.
Oh god, that's dangerous. I love that show. Okay, so that was just a little overview.
And with that said, I have an announcement.
Okay.
Since the Toonami crew won't be at MomoCon, so my announcement is now. I'll be attending to. Okay, are we good?
Yeah.
I think so.
We wanted it to be as dramatic as possible.
Yeah. We need it.
You mean as dramatic as that one episode One Piece?
We have to build up the suspense, man.
Okay, seriously. So, my announcement is I will be attending to MegaCon 2016.
Ah!
And so you're probably wondering, what's the guest lineup? Huh? I didn't hear that.
The sigh.
Just said it ahead of time, Phantom.
Oh yeah, the press thing.
I must protect my image.
You talk about the guys.
We can hear you there.
Yeah, we
So,
can hear you now.
do you want me to go ahead and talk about who's going to be there?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if you're wondering who will be attending to MegaCon anime voice acting wise, besides the obvious Stan Lee, Monica Real will be there.
Yeah.
Colin Clayton-Beard,
Oh yeah.
Sean Akins, I'm sorry. Sean Schemmel. I'm sorry. Wrong Sean.
Adam, can you guys see it? Wait, hold on.
Oh, you can pull it up too.
Oh yeah, pull it up.
Eric
What I'm
Val.
trying to do.
There's three fairy tale characters, I think. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monica Real.
Colin Clinkenbeard.
Mm-hmm. She's
Um,
Kana.
Here you go.
Oh, there we go.
She's Kana
Bring
Alvarado.
it up. E-Rock.
Colleen?
Vic Mignogna will be there also.
No, Colleen is Urza.
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
Yeah.
I was thinking of Jamie. And then, is that Mikasa right there?
Yeah, Mika's voice actor.
Yes.
I loved her voice so much. I really did. She's one of my favorite characters. And then Leafa, of course.
Mikasa's gonna be there.
Trunks.
Yeah.
Trunks. That's
Freaking
Trunks.
Goku.
Goku has to be here.
Mhm.
He has to. And FullMetal Alchemist guy.
Well, I mean, I met Vic Mignogna.
Vic
He's a pretty cool
Mignogna.
guy.
Oh, Natsu is cool too.
And
Vale, for those who can't see it.
oh wait, Todd. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Vale, Sean Schimmel, Monica Ryo, Trina, Cassandra Lee Morris, Vic Morgana, Jamie Marchi, Ty Harrican, and Colleen Langenbeer.
They also have the guy from Clerks. If you guys know the movie Clerks, those two guys.
Oh, I'm talking to
Voice actors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but those guys are still awesome.
But if you want to know who else is going, it's gonna be pretty much cast of The Walking Dead, or some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wish I can go.
I
Sadly,
wish I could go to a con too, but Alas,
I mean,
I
hey-
cannot.
Yeah,
afford
you,
it.
Yeah.
you,
I
dude,
mean, hey, it'd be cool to have Toonami Squad down there to represent.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're the only one who
Yep.
can because I live nowhere near any cons. I live in the capital, and there's nothing, no shit
I
happens.
live near like 2 cons that I could go to, but school and other things.
Yep.
That's
Okay,
I have
understandable.
New York Comic Con, but time. If I
Come
have
on, you have a
time.
Berserker.
I have ASEN, which Anime Central, which starts
Say
up in
you
May.
got a New York Comic Con this year?
I have no idea right now.
If you can, you can do
That's too
Berserker
far
Public.
down the rabbit hole for me right
You just
now.
gotta get, you gotta annoy Berserk enough to get her to go. Give her.
Well, she's gonna
The
go.
thing is,
She's
I
gonna
can
And
probably
bring a
get
camera.
ticket. It's just
Berserk
I'm not
goes every
sure
year.
if I can go or not right now. I don't know what my plans are going to be.
There was no reason to put you on a spot. So.
Yeah.
So, if anyone is watching this who is in the Orlando area, I'll be attending the MegaCon.
Meet up, chill.
Yeah. Not sure. I'm not sure about the press badge thing. That's
Hopefully-
gonna be up to whoever.
Hopefully, there's not a lot of creeps though.
Yeah.
You don't want to have any creeps around you.
No.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a goal in life. At least my goal.
Not unless if you're a character dressed up as a character from Kill la Kill.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh,
I've seen those cosplays.
yeah. I think we all can use our imagination just by watching the show what they look like.
And I guess we could also, in the editing process, we could put my video up, my slideshow.
God, I love Kill la Kill.
Okay. Yeah.
Ryuko
I can do that.
is the best. So,
So do you guys? So my goal is to probably schedule an interview with Colleen and Monica.
Okay.
Pauline Urza is one of the best characters in all of Fairy Tail.
That would be awesome.
Read to that.
Yes.
He is a beast.
But definitely hold it against me if I didn't get Monica.
Monica Rial,
She's probably one of my favorite voice actresses.
she plays some of the best characters in like almost all the animes.
Yeah.
She's kind of like the vet. She's the veteran.
I mean, especially since I'm a Soul Eater fan and I
Oh,
really,
yes,
really like
Tsubaki.
Tsubaki.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Tsubaki? Let's be real now. There's something wrong with you. Don't like Tsubaki. Yeah. So, I think the next topic is, FullMetal Alchemist?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, since Vic will be there, so.
Well, this is more on the lines of the anime is leaving Funimation's. Well, Brotherhood and Conqueror of Shambhala are leaving Funimation for good
Boo.
by the end of this month.
Ooh.
The heartbroke emoji. The heart.
But it seems that they may also be losing the original and Milos as well.
Oh my
The
god.
blows just keep getting lower.
They're pretty much
Speculation.
losing everything FullMetal Alchemist wise.
Good
There's a little
lord.
speculation though, because they're just going. People are going by what the Hulu expiration dates are going by, but
Why is it Hulu expiration date? Because Hulu could have a different contract.
that is true. But I mean, they did announce that FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood is leaving.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Which is really sad.
Oh, and along with the 2 OVAs. I totally forgot
Yeah,
about those.
I just
Wait, there
remember.
were OVAs?
I
Yeah.
just remember when we talked about it before. I mean, just 4 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist on a box set is going to cost like $50.
Yep.
It's going to happen. It's going to be so sad.
It's just
Yeah.
like, dude,
You gotta be the end of Flex taxes.
Sword Art Online is like that. Fate/Zero is like that. Fate/Stay the Night is like that. It's just traumatic.
I guess
Yeah.
I gotta get the OVA series at some point soon.
You know what you need to do? You just try to get, because I think Hulu is not going to lose it. Maybe Funimation will, but Hulu might not lose it. And Crunchyroll.
I think Fulham is losing the rights.
Yeah, they're losing everything. I think
Yeah.
But they can
Netflix
buy it
may be
again.
removing it as well by the end of this month.
Wait, hold up. If they're removing that, they're losing like 60% of the American consumer base then. Of
That's
streaming.
Pretty much it. They're losing everything.
Or what kind of sane individual would do something that stupid?
Aniplex
Well-
of Japan.
A very stupid
Yeah.
individual.
We need to learn alchemy so we can have FullMetal Alchemist in Funimation still.
So that's
Alright,
heartbreaking.
we'll sacrifice you, fan.
It was right.
Phantom, you're gonna be our sacrifice. You're a willing sacrifice.
So wait, now I'm the virgin sacrifice?
You didn't have to add that part in. You didn't have to add that one in.
Really? TMI.
It's pretty self-explanatory, geez.
Yeah.
Well, damn it, first Arthur and now me.
Oh god. Oh god. We're getting off topic. So
Yeah,
anyways,
I think the best course of action, if you've never seen FullMetal Alchemist, marathon through it as fast as you can.
Yes.
Or
If you
plunk
have
down
money,
your
buy the
cash and get it
Blu-rays.
now.
Yeah, buy the Blu-rays, buy everything FullMetal, because after the end of this month, I feel like everything's just going to be gone.
well, see, I don't understand how they could raise the price from now. That's what I just don't understand.
Scalping, practically. There are collectors out there who want to buy it.
Yeah, but like if they actually own, and like most people already own it, so most things depreciate with time, not increase with time.
Actually, before I heard about the news of them losing it, I only had the Blu-ray to the original series, and I was going to get the Brotherhood collection later down the road, but then I heard that they were losing it, so I decided to go out and spend it, get it as fast as possible before they lost it.
Mm-hmm.
I have both. I have the original series and Brotherhood on standard. I was a cheapo with it.
Yeah. I wanted to.
Well,
be-
actually, no, it wasn't even that. My sisters got it for me for Christmas. They got me
Oh,
Brotherhood
yeah.
for Christmas, and I think I got the original FullMetal on my own. I was just like, I had the standard for Brotherhood. I might as well just get the original like that too. The animation's still great regardless.
Yeah, I bought them on Blu-ray mainly because I have this love for this series, because it's probably one of my favorite animes that Studio Bones has ever made.
Yeah, I probably want to get it on Blu-ray
Yeah.
eventually. It's just one of those special shows you want to get on Blu-ray. Like I have Bebop on standard as well in this awesome
Bebop.
collector's box, but I want to get it on Bluray.
Yeah.
You know, it's just second nature.
Well, see, I watched it on Funimation. That's all I did.
Right.
So I have to ask, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer both FullMetal or just Brotherhood?
I haven't watched the
I only
original, so
watched
Brotherhood.
I never watched the original.
I've only watched a few bit of Brotherhood on Funimation app.
Boss, could you
watch
repeat that? You were kind of low on the last one.
And Shannon jumped over me, so I never watched the original. I only watched Brotherhood.
Well,
Yeah,
I've seen both Brotherhood. I have, like I just said, I have both Brotherhood and the original. Me personally, my preference is Brotherhood. I think Brotherhood is better. But I think both are very, very good shows for what they are. The original kind of ends on like a what the fuck happened type of thing, if you ask me. But both have really good moments, really good plot progression, really good characters, even though it's the same characters, but you catch my drift. But my preference is Brotherhood, but I would definitely check out both if you get the opportunity to, which I would recommend you
Yeah.
Get it. Yeah,
give yourself the
Yeah,
opportunity.
I recommend both too, and I prefer Brotherhood, but it's that topic that keeps on being brought up over and over again is just, what's superior, Brotherhood or the original? And I don't think there really is a superior version.
I think we even brought it up with, I don't know if we brought it up, I think we mentioned it with Sonny Stray when we interviewed him.
Well, it doesn't have to matter which one's better. It goes down to they're both really, really good.
Yeah, they're both really, really good. It honestly doesn't matter.
And,
It really doesn't really matter.
and to me
You're gonna get some great entertainment out of both of them.
And to me, like,
Can't go
FullMetal
wrong.
Alchemist, the original series, was the first dub that made me said Funimation can make great dubs. Because before then, all their dubs just sounded really, really corny and not really
I
good.
second that one. I second that opinion right there. Because I had the same feeling. I really did.
And I just feel like after Funimation made the FullMetal Alchemist dub, they kind of used that as a basis to make their future dubs, and for better or for worse. Or at least for the more action-heavy and dramatic series.
They stepped up their game with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I completely agree.
I think what I always say about Full Metal Alchemist compared to Brotherhood is that Full Metal Alchemist, the original 2003 adaptation, is more of a character-driven work, and then Brotherhood is more of a story-driven one.
Yes, I second that. Yep.
Because the first one's story it's not that it doesn't make sense, it just doesn't feel like it concludes. It kind of just feels open-ended, and I don't like that a lot, because it kind of feels like it should end, and it didn't help that Conqueror of Shambhala practically fucked that up as well.
Yeah. It's a great action movie, but story-wise, you're like...
That was shit. That was total bullshit. But I feel like as a storyline, Brotherhood is more focused in that department. Even though the first half of it, the first 14 episodes, I believe, are kind of going at a fast pace. But it's a good... I feel like they move on fast enough that they don't drag in the early parts of the series, and that they move on to the new stuff, introducing these new characters, introducing this new villain.
So speaking of characters, do we have a favorite?
Alphonse is my favorite, next to Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hughes.
I like the girl, to be honest with you, the blonde.
Winry.
Hawkeye?
Yeah, I like Winry.
Renry. Sorry.
Yeah, I liked her a lot, so...
Yeah, she is pretty nice.
She reminds me of
okay.
Lucy in a sense.
I just thought she reminded me of Tifa.
How does she remind you of Tiva?
I don't know, just my ignorance.
I don't really have a favorite, honestly. I love them all.
Okay, Jason.
I love every single character in that show, in both Brotherhood and in the original. I love Ed, I love Alphonse, I love Winry, Hughes, Hawkeye. Even the villains. The villains are freaking awesome too. Like,
I really liked the video or the movie that they showed on Toonami. That's actually got me really into it. Because before I kind of like glossed over it. After the movie, the one with it was like the brother and sister, and they had the Sorcerer's Stone.
yeah.
So I'm wondering, do they have the original on Netflix currently?
Yes, they do, but it's not the entire thing.
I think
What?
Funimation has the entire thing.
Yeah, Funimation has the entire thing. That is the only way you are going to watch the entirety of the original Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood.
Yeah,
could
because
probably get it on
Netflix doesn't add a whole lot of anime.
No, they don't even have the final season of Brotherhood. They have only parts 1 through 4.
You could probably get it off YouTube, man, if you really have to. Or Kiss Anime, sadly.
Yeah.
I don't really recommend that if you can find a legit means of
Oh
watching
yeah, of course.
Right.
But
If
people
it's
get
on
desperate.
Funimation's like YouTube page subbed, I guess that's a better way to go, because the
Oh,
sub's
sub
not
is
bad
good.
either.
The sub is good. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, it is somewhat a lot reading, but I mean, sub just because it has reading doesn't mean sub is good. I mean, not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer sub most of the time because it's kind of the author's intention, and I mean, not really the author's intention, but the vision that he kind of signed off on. Dub is kind of a take on someone else's vision kind of thing. It's kind of like,
I prefer the English dub to shows like Full Metal, because they're using English names, and it's weird hearing a Japanese voice actor pronounce that.
yeah. Well, it's just like Attack on Titan, how it's set somewhat in like a German kind of world.
Yeah, I feel like the dub for Attack on Titan is better than watching it subbed, because I can't get past the fact of a Japanese voice actor saying English names. It just sounds weird to me.
I mean, I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
I agree, yeah.
But I watch both. I'll have to say it. I watch both.
I mean, I watch subs. I don't mind subs. It's
No,
just,
like,
Yeah. For me, subs
I just have a hard
kinda-
time with two shows I have a hard time watching sub, which is Kill la Kill and Attack on Titan.
Kill la Kill is so much better. So much better sub. So much better sub.
Oh god,
Oh
here
my
we go
god.
again.
No, the fact that they say Kamui and Senketsu, and you're like, oh god, please shoot me now. Like, literally, if you watch the sub, it's, like, first of all, Sengetsu's voice is so much better. The word Kamui sounds so much better. Ryuko sounds so much better. I mean, compared to the English, it's kind of
I
like...
think the one thing I can take away from Kill la Kill's dub is that they made Mako less annoying in
Yeah,
that
I'll give you
version.
that. I'll give you that. But Mako is still freaking hilarious. She is so hilarious. Sub. it's hard to, when she goes into her little like chants, it's so hard to follow. I'll grant you that. It's so hard to follow, and it's a little high pitched.
Well,
And I'll give you this much. I'm watching One Punch Man subbed. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, but you don't have any option but to
Yeah,
watch subs.
but this will probably dub it sometime this year. It'll probably
Yeah.
air on Hulu.
for me,
Still, the sub is
Maybe
pretty
one
good.
day we can get it on Toonami.
yeah, maybe.
I don't think so.
It only takes one
Yeah, I
punch.
don't think so either.
Yeah, I'm not that optimistic. I wouldn't put my eggs in that basket.
Well, you never know. You never know.
But
Never
yeah,
say never.
to go back to the subject.
Never
at
gonna
hand,
stop us.
Yeah,
now.
well, I just wanted to say, for me, regarding subs and everything, the only thing before I was just strictly English dub. Before my friend got me into it a little bit, I started watching sub with One Piece. We literally benched through the whole show, and I came around on it. But the thing is, I find the subs distracting because I want to watch the show. I want to watch the animation. I want to watch the character interactions, etc., etc. But then I'm constantly just, reading the subtitles to keep track of the story. And I'm like,
Yeah.
You get
it's
used to that.
distracting. You can get used to it, but
Yeah.
to me it's distracting because I want to watch the action, and sometimes I miss stuff because I'm reading the subtitles. It's annoying.
I think it's because I've only watched the sub for a good maybe 1 or 2 years that I can watch a show and I look straight at the show and I'm watching the action, but you still see the dub at the bottom. And once you become familiar with it, you kind of forget to even think, and you're looking at it, and okay, you're reading it, and there's probably only 1 or 2 times in the last probably 2 or 3 months that I had to pause and go back. There are some spots that I'll grant you that they're doing a big disservice to the fans where they have a long dialogue. I wouldn't say long, but they're getting really, the character gets really angry, and he or she starts yelling, and to expect that, they're talking really, really fast. You have to, it's happening so fast, and they might hold the sub like kind of like a section of words up too long, and then the next ones go a lot shorter, and you're like, well, what the hell? And there's so much happening at the time, kind of get like sensory overload. And you're like, oh shit, and then you have to like stop it and pause it. But I think once you get familiarized with it, kind of like with everything, it gets a lot easier.
No, yeah. Like I said, I'm used to it now. I've been watching One Piece subbed. I've been watching the Gundam Iron Fist Orphans, whatever.
Orphans.
Yeah, that
Iron Blood Orphan.
Yeah, no, I think I've gotten used to it enough. It's just like I said, it does distract me because my eyes just naturally just want to watch the show just as the action and the story hits me.
Which is kind of like me with Dimension W. I'm reading the subtitles and I'm not really paying attention to the show itself.
Yeah.
But when I watch the dub on Toonami, I'm more inclined to watch what's happening.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I don't know why, but I don't have that problem at all. I think maybe it's because I watched Naruto like a lot, and it's so much of that crap.
That ought to do
and
it.
everything. So like after a while, I mean, I go and see the movies. You don't have to do anything in the movies. I don't know. I think it goes down to somewhat of kind of opinion as well as your comfort. How do you watch a show? Are you comfortable doing this? Do you prefer doing this? So I'm more of the sit down and go for the ride, not really critique it that much until like you watch it the second time or the third time. And the subs kind of don't really get in the way. I mean, I understand what you guys are saying, how it's very distracting, but I get the complete opposite where I watch the dub and the pronunciations are so distracting and so off-putting that it's heartbreaking that you just want to like look away. And you're like, oh god, like that's what happened to me the first 2 or 3 episodes of Kill la Kill, and I like gritted my teeth and I was like, okay, it's gonna get better, and it did get a lot better. I really started to enjoy it, but when they do like what you were saying, English names done into Japanese, freaking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Japanese words in English are like 3 or 4 times weird.
I watched Ed and Eddie in Japanese one time.
Oh my god.
I
Why?
didn't say which. Yeah. I could definitely write on that.
Are
It
you
was just
trying
like
to
a
lose
clip.
what little sanity you have left?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I didn't even know Ed, Ed, and Ed was Japanese. I thought it was.
Yeah, there's a Japanese dub of Ed, and Eddie.
It's a dub for like any cartoon out there.
I thought
But
it was,
still, it's Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Like that's
I thought it was too crazy for the Japanese. To be
you're
honest.
gluttoning for punishment if you did that. Like
Yeah.
why?
There's a Spanish dub, there's a
The Spanish dub.
Latin dub, there is a European dub.
I would like to watch.
The Australian dub, the German dub, and the Japan dub
Wait,
is just insane.
How do you dub Australian? You just speak English
I don't know.
Oh.
with an Australian accent. It's just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember Rolf's voice actor?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's
English? I
Goku.
don't know.
It's Goku's voice actor, isn't he?
No.
Yeah, wasn't it? Isn't Goku's
I kept
voice
thinking
actor
it was.
Rolf?
I believe. No. I don't know all the voice actors from Ed, Ed and Eddie. I know like
pretty
one
sure
of
it
them
was
was
Goku who did
voice
Rolf,
in
but I've
Dragon
never
Ball
seen
Z,
that.
but I don't remember who.
You know what's sad? You know the girl with red hair that played with the one with like the other girl that's really like, you know, timid? I actually knew a girl that almost looked exactly like her and acted like her in like...
Oh wait, Jimmy? Do you mean Jimmy?
No. I mean, the redheaded girl who had friends with the other girl that was like kind of like white and she was like timid and everything.
In Ed, Ed and Eddie?
In Ed, 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 Eddie, yeah. In Ed,
Is
Ed.
it one of the Kanker sisters?
No. This was the separate two girls. They were like playing. One of them is friends with I think Jimmy, but the Ed
Was it Ed's sister?
No.
Because she wasn't timid.
No. Ed, she was friends with a girl that was timid with like white hair, and I think Ed or one of them liked the redheaded girl that was like angry, violent, and like not nice at all. I knew a girl exactly like that, redhead.
Are you sure
Yeah,
you're not talking
that's-
about the
that-
creepy
that-
pasta Ed, and Eddie?
Yeah, 'cause that doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, that sounds like Ed's sister.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Red hair, angry all the time. Yeah, that's Ed's sister.
Okay,
Sarah.
well, I thought one of the guys liked her. That's what came on.
I believe Sarah likes.
Sarah was always hanging out with
Double
Jimmy
D.
all the
Jimmy.
time. Jimmy was the the timid white kid with the braces around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the plank.
Oh, Johnny.
Johnny 2x4?
Johnny 2x4.
Yeah, Johnny 2x4.
He doesn't have any hair.
Yeah.
This is the girl I'm talking about.
Balls.
Yeah, Sarah. I knew a girl exactly like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really creepy.
Johnny 2x4. Okay.
But
Okay.
anyways,
Face desk.
yeah. So, is that all? I don't know what.
Yeah, we went on the subject of FullMetal Alchemist, and then we came into what's better, subs or dubs.
And
Right.
And then Ed and Eddie.
Hey,
What's up?
Yes.
Ron's voice actor was Peter Kalimis, and he was the voice of Goku in the Ocean group.
Ah, that was it. Okay.
That makes sense.
You was close.
Okay.
How do you guys know all this stuff, man? You guys.
You dare
guys
block
are
the son of a
online.
shepherd?
Yeah, that meme. Yeah, that's what I was referencing. You dare mock the son of a shepherd!
I'm so lost.
Well,
Yeah, okay,
we should move on then.
Yeah.
Yes, what is there to move on to?
Toonami's birthday. I think it's
Toonami's
yes.
birthday, which is literally tomorrow as of this recording.
Yay! Happy
Yay.
20,
Good old
happy
St.
19?
Patrick's Day.
19? 19?
19?
yeah.
Is it 19 years?
I don't
Because
know.
I was 18 last year.
That's scary. That's so scary.
I was just watching the
Holy shit,
the
yeah.
Proof Life episode from last
Isn't
year.
that shocking? Isn't that shocking?
19 years.
Yeah.
It's almost 20.
I know, that's what I was thinking,
That
like,
is crazy.
97, 27, Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty old, and that shows how old I am. Oh my
Well,
god.
I'm pretty young, but that
Maybe they'll
Kinda
add
shows
hentai
my
on their
age.
20th.
Yeah. Sam, you're having a little deep thought of at your age now. Good lord.
no, not really.
I am, because I'm getting. That's just. Oh god.
Just so many memories.
I didn't think it was that long, to be honest with you. It didn't
So do you think they'll
seem
do a special episode? Or briefly mention.
I doubt it.
I doubt
It would
they
be nice. I would love if they did, but I doubt it.
I think they may do an April Fool's episode on April Fool's Day.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What day is April Fool's though? It probably
It's on a Friday, which is when
Yeah.
Pre-Flight is.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got.
Also, they'll probably do something on pre-flight at least.
I actually go to a boxing match there on April Fool's.
No, the joke will probably be, oh, we're canceled.
No, the joke is that they're re-airing Hamtaro again.
Oh my god. No, even better. Woolen Warriors.
Oh,
They should just play that the entire
They
night. All
randomly
3 episodes.
dug up a file of old One Piece 4Kids dub episodes, and they're gonna air that on Saturday night.
Oh, hey, Star Wars
Oh
Rebels.
my god. Oh
I'll
my god,
definitely
that'd be
wait.
so great.
all right.
That'd actually be pretty amusing, actually.
Yeah, the April Fools will be like the worst shows ever.
Just wait.
Ever
Just
on
wait for the
Toonami.
ratings. Just wait for the ratings. I don't
4
think-
Kids, Hamtaro,
So, I guess.
Woolen Warriors. Oh man, that would be so great.
So, I got a good question then. Since April 1st of 2012, who was there on that stunt when Adult Swim did that stunt?
But I wasn't there.
I was asleep.
I was there.
Um,
I missed an hour of it, but I was there.
I didn't know if it
Well, back in Michigan, we had to cut cable because of financial reasons.
So you couldn't
So-
even see it.
Oh man.
So I did hear about it though the next day,
yeah, I heard about it through somebody I followed.
and then I think because of that I came back to Twitter.
I joined Twitter once the time got cut, and I was like, I gotta do something. That's why I joined. So
I had a Twitter account, but I was following somebody I watched YouTube who made YouTube content, and he made a statement on, oh, Toonami was aired on Adult Swim the previous night, and it was just
Yeah.
like, what? And then I went onto the internet, and it was like, oh shit, this is true.
The April Fool's thing for me is an incredibly long story actually, which predates April Fool's. Should I just tell it?
Well, I mean, you got to thank Mike Laszlo for this
did you
Yeah.
get a tip off?
because this was his idea.
Oh wow, Boss you got a birthday
yeah,
cake there.
Congrats.
Oh wow, that looks like it took actually a lot of time.
Happy birthday, Toonami, from us at Toonami Squad.
Only if he ate food.
We love you.
We can eat him for it.
Well, we can give you something special since it's on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh god, that's not a good mix.
Well, we can always make him cabbage.
Cabbage. Is that what leprechauns eat?
I think it's corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, corned beef and
Yeah,
cabbage.
corned beef
Yeah.
and cabbage, which I had
which is
last
a
night.
tradition every year.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I had
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah.
And I'm somewhat Irish.
Well, my stepmom is.
somewhat.
Corned beef is so good.
Yes.
Putting that out there.
Wait, is that actually is actually with corn? I don't understand why they call it corned beef. Like,
I'm not sure why it's called corned beef neither, but it's really good and you should have it if you ever get the chance. It's
I'm
really,
gonna
really
have
good.
like
No.
Does it have any corn in it?
No,
No.
no.
It's just really
It's
good.
just-
and you
it's
should
just
have it.
beef. It's a type of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love my meats.
Well, you
Not the
should try
meat.
corned beef then. It's really good.
Oh, where's the corn?
You make
It
it.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
Just whatever you do, don't give any meat to Akame.
Oh,
Right.
I might actually do that. That would be nice. Have some company until we run out.
Or any of the parasites.
Oh, the parasites won't eat that. They want to settle for, us.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else we need to go over?
Not really.
Bring
No.
that up if you can. Peter Cleomis? I'm butchering that name. So, can anyone see what that thing says?
That was the voice actor for Rome.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't. Hold on. Show again.
It's
Peter
on the bottom right there.
Cleomis.
Peter Clemis. That's actually
Clemis.
Clemis. Okay.
He's also the voice of Goku in the Ocean.
Wait, he's the voice of Ryoko?
Goku.
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 Oh, Goku.
I kind of want
Ocean
to listen to the
dub.
Ocean dub now.
I don't think I've ever listened to the Ocean dub.
What? Can we even access the Ocean dub version of Ed, Edd n Eddy?
I don't know. Well,
I don't know.
technically, the version that Canada got was the version we got here, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Ed, Edd n Eddy really that big of a deal?
It was made by a
Yeah.
Canadian, so I would assume so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would
I've
say
won
it's a pretty
several
big show.
awards.
Yeah, it won
Yeah, it
many
did.
awards, actually.
Oh, I didn't really know that. I just thought it was.
And look how long it lasted too.
Yeah, it lasted from like 1999 to
I'll
2008.
grant you that. It did last a long time.
And
Yeah.
SpongeBob is still going.
God
Yes,
damn it,
The
Nickelodeon.
SpongeBob guy, the SpongeBob guy got arrested for DUI. The voice
Oh, really?
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Lucas Squidward got
Happy thoughts, happy thoughts.
Well,
The less we know.
It matches Squidward's personality, though. Always angry, pissed off, down, pessimist.
well, getting back to the April Fool's Toonami birthday thing. Is it alright
Yeah.
if I tell the story of what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah,
Basically.
Sure.
Okay. Do you want me to go from the very beginning or just the April Fool's thing?
Whatever you think.
However you want.
All right. Well, basically, this is a story that I've been wanting to share for a long time with the Toonami fans. Honestly, I don't want to sound pretentious or anything like that, but it's really I'm being really honest because it just explains why I'm so passionate for Toonami and why I do the things on here and why I do what I do for Toonami.
Mm-hmm.
And so, basically, growing up, I normal kid, just going through school and the whole thing. But I got made fun of a lot by, my fellow students and everything. I also, during the school, it's just not to get into like extreme details, but basically, I wasn't allowed to like really see my friends during school nights and stuff. Like I was stuck in the house all the time. My mom was really on top of me about school and stuff. So I was kind of like, stuck in the house all the time, mostly. Only when I had baseball is when I could go out and see my friends, or on the weekends. So with that kind of upbringing, I gravitated toward movies and cartoons and stuff like that, and one of the things was Toonami. And so Toonami kind of helped me get through a lot of tough times in my life between the tough stuff with getting made fun of at school or my mom being a hard ass. And so I watched Toonami, since it started for many years, the whole King Caboodle. And I remember the night when Toonami ended in 2008. I remember I was upstate in my vacation house, and when the final message, when Tom's supposed final message aired, and I remember dropping to my knees and my mouth just literally my mouth was wide open. You know that jaw hitting the floor moment? It was literally that. And I was like, I literally stood there for like 5 minutes just staring at the screen like, did I just see that? I literally even, after that, I even went to the living room and asked my parents, did you guys know that Toonami was ending? And they're like, no.
Of course not.
So, and it literally took me like 2 weeks to finally accept that Toonami was done after that, because the next week I was like, I didn't believe it. So I tuned in and fucking like,
oh god,
Titans was on or something. I'm like, I guess it was true,
Oh god.
I think I'm on the same boat with you, Eric.
That's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, so that happened. 2 weeks, I accepted it and moved on with my life and everything.
What did you replace it with, by the way, you might add?
I didn't replace it. I just accepted it and moved on. It like I said, it was tough for those 2 weeks, but I was able to move on from it. I was older, that happened when I was like God, that was like 2008, right? So
Yeah, it was.
So you accepted your fate and kind of moved on with life.
Yeah, and I was older too, so I was kind of like, I was able to get
Yeah.
through that a little bit
Like
easier.
shit happens, yeah.
Like if I was like, if that was like in the middle, like during Toonami's prime when I was really into it and it ended like that, I would have been so heartbroken if I was like, like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But around 11 or 12, I think it was, yeah, I can pack up my bags and move on. So after that, Toonami went away for a while and everything, as you know. And basically, the Toonami stuff started to pick up again when I was in my junior year in high school. Literally right before junior year in high school, because right before that year started, as you know, junior year is the worst possible year in any high school student's career.
Mine was the
Every
best.
year of high school was the worst year of high school.
Yeah.
True, but when you add all the
prove you
Regents
wrong on
exams
that?
on top of everything else, for me that was the worst year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, getting back to the story. Basically, right before my junior year, for me, my junior year was the worst for school-wise because that is like the big Regents exam year where the school system throws all these tests at you for stupid reasons. So I had all that going on. But literally leading up to that year, right before the semester started, in fact, in August, just a month before the year started, my parents split up. And as you can imagine, I was really depressed during that time.
Absolutely.
And on top of the pressure of the Regents exams and everything, I was just gone and done, just swamped emotionally, mentally, etc., etc. And one night, I basically went on a nostalgia trip, and I started watching on YouTube when YouTube was just starting out. I basically started watching a lot of the classic stuff that I grew up on, Batman the Animated Series, not like episodes, but like the intros and stuff. And eventually I got to the Toonami stuff. And so when I watched that stuff, it something clicked into my head, like, holy crap. Because I rewatched like the music videos, the promos. I literally watched through all that stuff during that time. And I rewatched like the dreams message, the don't fear failure message, right. Space is the place, and everything. And so it clicked in my brain, like, holy crap, like divorce is something that Toonami was kind of warning me about when I was a kid, but I was just too dumb to realize it. And so eventually, that kind of perked me up a bit and kind of gotten me back into it, and then I eventually came across this streaming website called Toonami Aftermath. And I was like, holy crap, what is this? And, as you know, if people don't know, Toonami Aftermath is a streaming website that puts out like classic shows and shows that never really were on Toonami, but it's put together in the style of Toonami, so there's like custom intros and stuff like that.
So it wasn't like Neo Toonami.
What?
No, it uses old Toonami bumpers. It's not that other crap, but it uses the old Toonami bumpers and makes it.
Yeah,
I've not seen Aftermath before.
Yeah, I've never either.
Yeah, I know people out there that don't like streaming sites or anything like that, but Toonami, just for nostalgia purposes, check out Toonami Aftermath.
You don't have Toonami.
It wasn't Toonami. It just used the old Toonami bumpers and stuff. But the point is that basically that became my Toonami during that time, and then basically I stuck with that until April 1st, the infamous April 1st, as you and I all of us know. And during that, it's funny because when I was depressed and everything, I made my Twitter account ERockstar 5 just out of the blue. Like I was just going through. I just made that randomly way back while I was depressed because I was like, why not? Mm-hmm. And so I didn't touch it for like a year. During that time I was watching Toonami Aftermath. I didn't even touch it. And so on April Fool's Day, I was going through my Facebook. It was about like I think 12:45ish, 1 o'clock-ish around that time. And I was checking through my Facebook, just doing whatever. And I was like, I made this Twitter account a long time ago. Let me take a look at it. Just out of the blue, like for no reason, nothing.
Curiosity.
Just out of the blue, literally, just out of the blue. For the first time, I was like, let me check out my Twitter. Why not? And so when I went on it, I see all the trends and everything, and I'm seeing Gundam Wing and Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
And then I clicked on it, and people are like, Toonami's on Adult Swim right now, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, jaw hits the table and everything, and then quickly ran to my remote. I was like, I gotta put it on, and I put it on. I was like, fuck, it's a commercial. I'm staying here and finding out for sure.
Which show did you get? Which show did you come up on?
I came up on, I believe it was Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh yes.
Right before Yu Yu Hakusho, and they showed the fight between the King of the Demon World or whatever.
Oh, Toro, the guy, the super.
Yeah, with the horns and everything. He was blind. Yeah, they showed that episode, and so yeah, basically I had that running until I fell asleep on my couch and just had that playing in the background, and I was basically just lucky. I missed an hour of it, but I was just really lucky, and then the rest is history. With the Bring Back Toonami movement, and
Richie Brain saying,
that's where I met Boss, actually. It just out of the blue, part of the movement.
Yeah.
And so
I can't believe you got to see Toonami though when it first came on, because
yeah.
I was a little late to the game on that one.
yeah, you're not the only
and
one.
like I said, like that whole story is why I'm so passionate for Toonami, because literally Toonami saved my life during that time. Like I just wasn't in the good place, like mentally. Like I tried to get through it, but Toonami was that extra oomph that I needed to kind of
Everyone
get
copes,
through it,
man.
and
Everyone copes with different things, so that's what you
Yeah.
did. I
right,
did.
Toonami. Toonami basically saved me, and it's why I wanted to share the story with
Aww.
I've been wanting to tell it for the longest time, because I feel like I owe it to the community, because I just feel like if the community wasn't there, Toonami wouldn't have been back. April Fools wouldn't have happened, because if Toonami lasted like a year, April Fools would have happened.
Mattered,
It's
mattered either if it lasted only a year.
that's why I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Aww.
Who knows? You probably may have to share it again for Retro Look Back Toonami.
Oh god.
I totally will, man. whenever you need me.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Okay,
Sure.
so I think we need to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Sorry about the long story.
worries.
It took a long
It's alright.
Yeah, maybe I'll share my long story one day.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna go through everyone's story arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's canon.
This was Eric's story arc.
Maybe next week somebody else will jump in. if
Tell
they
a
want.
tragic story.
I'll plead
That's not so tragic.
Right.
fifth on mine. So.
So okay, yeah, that's everything that we got, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
We lasted
Yeah.
to a third. So.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Woo!
Happy birthday.
3 episodes in.
Here's to you.
Or is it 300 episodes?
Oh God.
God.
Okay, so
pushing it a
you
bit.
can like us on Facebook, on our official Facebook, which is facebook.com/Toonami Squad. Follow us on Twitter at Toonami Squad. Twitch.tv/Toonami Squad Gaming, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to figure out what else that we're on.
The Google Plus
Oh yeah, we're on the Google Plus,
and our YouTube.
YouTube.com
Toonami Squad. Yep.
YouTube.
Basically every site.
And
I have
as of this recording, be on the lookout for another Ritual Back Toonami trailer.
Interesting. So tune in again.
So if you're tuning in next week, if this is out next week, you'll probably already have seen it.
Okay. Boss, you're up.
Just a quick note: for the time being, we will no longer be on iTunes until we figure that situation out. So the podcast will only be on YouTube as of right now.
Well, with that said, this concludes episode 3 of the Toonami Squad Podcast Sessions. I am Eric Casey, also ERockstar 5 on Twitter.
I'm JMB at JMB_70056 on Twitter. You can also find me on the site Doing Stuff.
I am Mr. Shadow at Twitter.
I'm Sam, SC Universe on Twitter, and I also have an Ask.fm page, SZ Universe.
I am Phantom at PhantomStar64, and I just do stuff for the website.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and Squad Sessions are out. Okay, bye.
Later.
Squad out.
Squad out.